wanted to have a little career chat with you guys. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the vlog. I feel like I just look so awkward, which is not good because Zach and I are about to take our maternity photos. And pro tip in life, find a photographer because that photographer can then guide you through every milestone in your life. And at least when I show up today, like, she knows the vibe that I'm very awkward when it comes to still photography. I don't know what, like, I've literally just been standing here like, what will I do? And this is just gonna be look number one. I feel like these shoes, I feel like the barefoot look is actually the look. I have to figure this out, which we leave in like 10 minutes, so that's not good. But yeah, this is gonna be look number one. This is just that Skims dress, which, like, honestly is kind of ill-fitting. I know there's an Amazon dupe that exists, and I would say go for the Amazon dupe because this was not worth $90 at all. And yes, it cost $90. And then I have a whole separate look. I was going to buy a whole separate outfit. I didn't know what to wear. Obviously nothing fits these days, but I didn't want to like go out and just waste money on an outfit I'm never gonna wear again probably. And actually, shout out to Rocket Money. They are sponsoring today's video. We'll talk about them a little bit later. It has to do with finances, money, all of that, saving. So yeah, I feel confident in both outfits. Like, we're gonna make them work. But the shoes, that's actually, let's see what barefoot looks like. Let's kick the feet off, or not kick the feet, kick the shoes off. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like barefoot pregnancy. Like, that's just, it's a thing. All right, now Asher, you're not supposed to chew your toys. Oh my gosh, he is obsessed with this rope, and I'm gonna have to take it away soon because I think he might be getting into, look at his little tail. He's like, she's coming closer. I think he might be getting the strings, which it's so sad when I have to take away his toys, but as soon as I see that, it's over, buddy. It's over. And can I just give a big shout out to Zach because it is his Monday. Today's Wednesday, but it's his Monday. And he is waking up and doing this before his work day, which, like, that is, like, who wants to do, because Zach obviously doesn't, like, love this. Like, I'm into this, like, the photo shoots, I think it's fun, memories. Zach could care less, but he's doing this for me, and he hasn't complained, and he just is so go with the flow, and I'm so grateful for him. So, big shout out to Zach. I'm just using my Dime perfume in the shade. I never know how to, in the shade, yeah. In the shade. I'm glad I caught this. There's so many times in my vlogs I misspeak, and I never catch it until I'm editing, and I'm like, what? Zach is currently having, Zach, you don't have time to, by the way. We're on a huge time.
There's not an option. This isn't a yes or no.
Is it gonna be, like, long, or, like, are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna take 30 minutes.
I know you.
God,
oh
it's not like a yes or no. This is like a maybe sitch.
We just pulled up and Zach has to use the bathroom. But I did want to have a little discussion before we went in of just, like, how excited are you for this? Looks like I'm hitting some traffic. I'm on the way. And I'll be 5 minutes late.
5 minutes late? So she's not going to get here till 8:35? 20 minutes?
All right, we're on our way to a gas station to get gas because we need it. But no, I mean, the excitement levels, where are they at right now for us?
For the baby or for this?
The photo shoot.
Shoots. The photo shoot? Is that like a 3 out of 10?
Wait, tell them about the inspiration photos I showed you yesterday.
It just didn't make sense. Like, I get everybody, I'm not making fun of anybody, and you can do whatever you want. But
we're doing this, so.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
You're putting your belly out?
Zach's quote was, I showed him some inspiration photos, and he goes, belly's out and shoes off.
Yeah, it doesn't even, or not on a beach or something.
Well, I'm sorry, but
you're doing the belly thing?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Now you're making me feel self-conscious.
I'm not.
I'm kidding.
You've always said, like,
I know.
You think it's weird.
I know.
Once again, if you want to show your belly off, that is fine. I just think it's a little weird. It's
going to be a game time decision because outfit 2 could show the belly or it could not. I need to put my seatbelt on. We're just, in case anyone's wondering, the UDF is right here. I know accidents can happen at any second, but it's just right here. So I'm still undecided about my look number 2 because there is an option to show the belly. Like, I have like an undershirt and like you could like technically push it up if you wanted to, which I knew me saying, like, I don't want to show my pregnant belly would get so misconstrued and people would be like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Like, what do you have against pregnant bellies? Nothing. I feel like I don't need to explain much more other than I personally don't love, like, for example, when I go out and about, like, I don't want to wear a crop top. Like, I just don't. And I know that's very trendy nowadays. I think Hailey Bieber's dabbling in that. I just don't want to, personally. But I might dabble in it during this photo shoot. I don't know. We're just gonna see. And also, if for a few photos I do that, no one else has to see the photos but me. Like, I don't need to post those ones. So we'll see. It's been a wild morning. Yeah, it was just like me and Zach outside. All right, Zach and I just finished up. We stopped at Dunkin' as a little reward. We both got the classic avocado toast that we've been loving, a couple of coffees. How would you say it went today?
Bellies were out, feet were out. It was a real treat.
And you said you think you ruined the photos, though.
They were basically like putting a mirror in the sun in my eyes.
There were no mirrors there.
Same thing.
It was very bright, but like it wasn't that bright. Like I was fine, and I look over, and he's like crying.
I have very sensitive eyes.
And also, you're a sensitive man.
Just seeing the belly made me weep.
I'm back home. I've been home the past couple of hours just doing a lot of work on my laptop. I edited 2 videos, which I like doing. I like getting a little bit ahead and then giving myself like 4 full days off from vlogging. It's just nice to, like, I love vlogging obviously, but it's just nice to just like have a little reprieve, and then it makes me excited to get back at it again. So I'm trying to just like get a little bit ahead just so I can give myself like a random 4-day vacation in September, which, oh my gosh, is right before the baby is here. Like, it's all starting to hit me. Oh my goodness. But fingers crossed that the pictures ended up okay. It's like one of those things where we left and I'm like, I think they turned out good, but like, you don't know. Like, I have no idea what the heck I looked like. And and I decided, guys, to do belly out photos. I realized, why the heck not? The only person who needs to see them is me, if that's the only person I want to see them. Like, I don't need to necessarily post those ones, but I thought it'd be nice for the memories, to embrace the bump. They say they recommend for maternity photos, I think anywhere from 28 to 36 weeks. 36 weeks is cutting it a little close. I just feel like every single person I know has, 1, gone into labor early, and 2, had an emergency C-section. That's all I'm hearing. Early labors, oh my gosh, 35, 36, 37 weeks, and then it ends in an emergency C-section. So like, that's like almost what I'm prepared for and expecting at this point. Who the heck knows? And by the way, you can probably see the bed is not made. Zach got up last today, so technically, like, we just have a rule. I feel like this is like most couples. Whoever gets up last makes the bed. And I don't blame him though, because we get to get up pretty early. We weren't sure what rush hour was going to be like, so we left like 30 minutes before we even had to. But this is what our bed looks like. And oh my gosh, okay guys, ready? This is my current setup for sleeping. I have my Mom Cozy pregnancy pillow. If you are pregnant, this is the one to get. I can link mine below. I will say, like, I haven't been able to use it to its max capacity lately because with the acid reflux, I just cannot lay like down horizontally. I have to unfortunately be propped up, which stinks. So what I do is I take a normal pillow and then one of these big pillows, and I've quite literally been sleeping like this, which, no, I don't like it at all. Like, I just want to be like cozy and like, you know, like, who wants to sleep propped up? But it's just what has to be done. Right now I'm doing some meal prepping for the week. I just made a batch of zucchini. We've also got some red bell pepper and then the salmon for my lunch today. As much as I would love to eat out for every single meal, like, seriously, there is nothing I would rather more right now. I really need to rein it in because I feel like when the baby gets here, things are gonna get even more lenient. Like, I'm probably just not gonna have as much time. Like, right now, what's my excuse? I have all the time in the world. Really trying to rein in the eating out. Not to mention, it is so, okay, I have to stop talking with this knife. It is so alarming when you actually see it written out in front of you. Like for all of my little Dunkin' trips I've been doing lately and buying $15 salads, doesn't seem like a big deal until it's laid out in front of you. And if you want to save money, grow your income, really just make smarter choices, I cannot recommend the Rocket Money app enough. It's a personal finance app. I've been using it for the past couple of years. You can do pretty much everything on this app. You are able to see all of your upcoming payments, all of your recurring payments. This is where I always tell everyone, download the app right away. Chances are there is something you're paying for you don't even remember. It could be like, I don't know, like a TV subscription service or a photo editing app. I feel like that is how companies get us so much. Like if you sign up because there's a great deal for 3 months, then you forget to cancel. So that is huge. I also love, and I'm going to be using this so much when the baby gets here, you can set up a budget. And this is where that visualization comes into play. It's just so easy when you can see everything categorized because they do all of the categories for you, like dining and entertainment, all of your bills, like it's all in different categories. And then you can actually see like, okay, wait, we are really going over this month in this particular category. Let's scale back. And if you have a specific goal in mind, you can set up a smart savings account. So you can have a set amount of money, let's say it's $200 a month, going to a set account, setting it aside, and then eventually you will have quite a bit of money. So yeah, clearly there is so much you could do on this app. I love it because it's for everyone. Doesn't matter if you have a lot of money or a little bit of money. If you want to save money and grow your money, this is the way to do it. It just makes it so much easier. Not to mention, I feel like it's like fun. Like it makes it a fun little project, and it's also fun to see your money grow. So I'm going to have a link below. You can try the app for free using my link. It's just rocketmoney.com/Clancy. Try it out for yourself and let me know how you like it. I just got an exciting package in the mail and I realized it really highlights the phase of life I am currently in. Comfy bras, which I'm going to try on. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but I was also chuckling. I never showed you guys in the last vlog what I ended up getting at Macy's. I was trying on all these dresses, all these beautiful pieces, but once again, with the phase of life I'm currently in, I just don't care about that stuff. Not to mention, like, I don't wanna buy like real clothing right now because who the heck knows what size I'll be post-pregnancy, what the deal is with that. Like, I have no idea, and all I want right now is just like comfy basics. So I ended up picking up 2 of these t-shirts. These are, by the way, the softest things. As soon as my hand like hit this fabric, I just knew. And I just love being able to throw on like a plain thing like this. I mean, I know it's so plain, so basic. So I got this in charcoal gray, and then I think like a bluey color. I wore it yesterday, so I don't know how. I'm already forgetting. I also got a nightgown, which I heard is just so handy for post-birth. One, if you have a C-section, I heard it's like pretty painful to be wearing anything with like a waistband. And then number 2, if you're breastfeeding, I've heard buttons are really good. So this is great, but really the material is good. And then I also got a North Face zip up. And I really love just like a good quality hoodie for the fall. I like also zip ups. They're less annoying. And sometimes with like, I don't even know what you call them, the ones that don't have a zipper. Like, I just feel like I'm suffocating. But where is it? Where's our fun little friend? I'm a crook, but not really. They just forgot to take this off, so I'm gonna have to go back and get that settled. Meanwhile, I was served an advertisement via Instagram the other day. I'm normally not one to do that, to dabble in advertisements. Like, I just don't think, like, I just scroll right past. But they were promising comfort in the form of a bra, which, and I'm like, I already went ahead and bought 3 because it made the unit price lower. I'm such a stickler with that, but I'm nervous because it does look a little bit small. It was either a one size fits all option or I got the medium large. Well, let's see. No, this is a one size fits all option and it's looking a little small, but I'm gonna try it on. Oh my goodness, guys, I have it on. This is not one of those channels. I'm not showing you it. I just feel like that's a little weird. Yes is all I could say. It's comfy, it went on great, and I got, like I said, 3 different ones. I can link these below, by the way. I'd never heard of the brand. It was just advertising that they were super comfy, and like I am someone, I can't do an uncomfy bra at all. Like, it's just not in the cards for me. Burger night. And Asher gets a little bit of the leftover bread.
No, stop licking. Stay.
He's trying to cheat.
Stay.
Oh my god, his ears look so cute from this angle. Looks like Eeyore. Zach is like a mad scientist. He's getting such pleasure out of this. Just look at his face. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Good boy.
If you were to tell me a year ago that what I just did was a workout, I would laugh in your face because I feel like I did nothing. Like, I modified every single exercise, like truly every exercise. Today's core and conditioning, so you really don't work out like your core when you're pregnant. It's not good for you to do. You could do obliques and like your sides, but not the actual core. So truly, every single move I modified, every single move was essentially made easier. And yet I am like out of breath, huffing and puffing. And I feel like there's a true difference today in my like cardio, my endurance, aka it does not exist anymore. But that's okay. Like, I'm still so happy I went. I wasn't sure because last night, of course, was another sleepless night. And that's not true. That's an exaggeration, because I went to bed around 8:30, got a couple of magnificent hours of sleep, and then around like 12:15 I was awake. And the big trick though, I ended up reading. Like, reading is so good for nights you can't sleep. I wish I would have known that as a kid, because I distinctly remember whenever I would go into like my parents, I don't know why I did this, but I would go into like my parents' room and be like, I can't sleep. And my mom, I just remember it, she would always say, just say a prayer and go to bed. And it's like, what? Like, the prayer is only gonna last like 40 seconds max, and then what? But if you have a book, like, oh, it's so good. And it's not like, if you're scrolling on your phone, sometimes that stimulates your brain in a way that's not good with the screen. But a book, I read that for like, I don't know, a half hour, 45 minutes, and then went right back to bed, like passed out. So, well, with a few more wake ups. I mean, that's just the third trimester of pregnancy. You're never, ever gonna sleep through the night, at least not me. I know everyone's different. But anyway, I am outside Target. I just want to run in real quick and see if they have some storage bins, because we're getting down to the wire, guys. Like, I not only want to do everything baby wise, obviously before the baby gets here, but also like just life. Like, I need our house to be in tip top organizational shape. I did a huge organization thing a couple months ago, which I'm so happy I did. Like, our house has just been like running so much better ever since I did that. Like, just like with drawers and our snack cabinet, just everything. And now I want to get down to the basement and make sure all of our storage things are just in really great order. Right now, all of our seasonal decor is just in storage boxes, and I don't like that. So I want to see if they have some storage bins here and just get everything in order so that when the baby gets here, it's one less thing that I have to worry about. I feel like the fall decor is slowly but surely coming out, and I am so excited. I'm not ready yet for it, but in a couple weeks, I'll be probably coming back here. I feel like I don't really come here for seasonal decor though. I mostly go to like Home Goods and At Home. Oh my gosh, fall candles are actually the best. $10 isn't awful, I guess, because they're kind of big, but I know in my soul I have to wait for like the big Bath and Body Works sales. Oh my goodness, I didn't even need to go to the gym this morning, because getting these from where they were in Target all the way through Target and to my car, like literally just about killed me, because they couldn't fit in any carts. Like, oh my gosh, oh wow, he's kicking. He's like, what did you just put me through? I deserve this. My Dunkin' order these days, I get basically it's an iced caramel latte. Like, I just put in caramel and oat milk, and then a beautiful avocado toast. And the reason I'm doing it is because, okay, pro tip, what the heck is happening? Pro tip, if you download the Dunkin' app, they will give you 2 full weeks of free medium coffee with purchase. So who am I to deny a free coffee and a deal? If anything, it would be financially irresponsible for me to not do this. Tell the vlog what you just told me. I told Zach, who am I to deny a free coffee? And this is what he said.
Well, the classic Clancy response back to her would be, it's not free, you're so stupid, they're gonna get you with these deals and then you go buy it. You wouldn't have bought that avocado toast without it, and that's not free. A bundle of joy.
But like, it's a new Clancy, clearly.
Yeah, we'll call it a hypocritical one.
No, it's a pregnant Clancy. She's fun, and she just lets it all loose sometimes.
There we go. It's good to know.
But it applies to me, obviously.
I'm aware. It's not a joke. Okay,
so now on to the organization. I just made these little labels. Basically, I have 4 categories for all of my decor. It's spring, summer, winter, fall, and then of course, Christmas. And these bins, by the way, were not cheap. It was $24 a bin, but I realized like one of my biggest mistakes in life is not doing something right the first way. AKA, I cheap out and then I just end up having to buy the thing a second time and doing it the right way, and I end up spending more money. So I decided to get these huge ones. There's gonna be room for decor for years, and I think this is going to fit everything. All right, so this is what we are working with. Everything is just in a bunch of random boxes. It is so disorganized, which it's so nice. We have this storage area down in our basement. You guys know our basement is unfinished, but even if we do finish it one day, Asher's like, I thought we weren't allowed in there, because he's not allowed in here. But even if we do finish it one day, like, this area will remain storage. Okay, things are coming together, but I didn't realize how much Christmas decor I had. It filled up 2 of these boxes. Like, this one isn't full, but I realized I need to dedicate at least 2 huge boxes to Christmas decor. So I can go back to the store. The one box I'm still missing is for my spring summer stuff when I clean that out. But guys, this is your sign. I feel just so much better about life, just having everything all organized. Oh my gosh, our winter decor. Like, this is just for like January, February. Oh my gosh, it's just, it feels so nice. It is the rainiest, gloomiest day ever, which I've kind of been craving lately, but not today of all days. I was planning on shooting like a whole like nest with me kind of video, or not a whole video. Like, I have so many things I still need to do for the baby. So I was planning to start it. I just hate starting in such a gloomy environment. Like, our house, like, my top light is as bright as it can go right now. Our house is like pitch black. So we will see about that. I am excited because my friend Rachel is in town. She was my first friend in the TV news industry. We met in Dayton all those years ago, and she is going to be coming over later, which will be really nice. I haven't seen her since, it's funny, Asher was a puppy, and I was pregnant, and I didn't know it. And because she texted me congratulations, like, you know, when I announced and all, and I'm like, yeah, by the way, like, I wasn't hiding any, like, I literally did not know I was pregnant when we last hung out. And she is still in the TV news industry. She's one of my, like, only friends, I feel like, in the TV news industry. Still have a couple, but just so many people have left that, yeah, she's one of the last ones standing, if you will. But I wanted to have a little career chat with you guys and fill you in on what has been happening behind the scenes. Nothing crazy, but I always get questions. I feel like because I started out on YouTube as like a career woman, so to speak, obviously just reporting, I always get questions like, are you going back to reporting? Are you looking at jobs currently? Because especially, like, I guess it would have been about a year ago, I was like, oh my gosh, like, should I go back into the workforce? And I always said go back into the workforce. It would have been, like, brand new for me. I've never had, like, a normal job. And I ultimately decided not to, which I'm ultimately so grateful for because, I mean, obviously then we got Asher and I found out I was pregnant. And obviously you can do these things while doing a 9-to-5 job, of course. But especially with how sick I got and with, like, the pregnancy. And I don't know, I'm really, really grateful I did not. But then a couple of weeks ago, I got an email from someone I used to work with who basically had a new job opening, a new job creation. Like, I don't think this job had even ever existed. And it was actually very up my alley and interesting. And honestly, if I wasn't pregnant and wasn't about to give birth next month, I would have been pretty freaking open to taking it. Like, just, yeah, like, which is crazy because I'm so happy doing what I'm doing now, but like, this was just a really cool opportunity. And I actually did like sit on it for a day or two, just like thinking like, oh my gosh, like, wow, should I? And I'm so glad I like just gave myself, like, sometimes I'm so reactive, like, must make up mind now, must like do everything right away. Because the more I thought about it, I was like, no, like, that would be crazy to all of a sudden do a career change right after I give birth, because obviously I wouldn't start before I give birth. It would be like I take a couple months of maternity leave, but like that's not really maternity leave. I'm obviously not getting paid for it. And then to go right into the workforce in a way I've never, once again, been. Like, I've never done a normal 9-to-5, 8-to-5 job. And then I have a new baby, a newborn. Like, it would have been absolutely insane. And yeah, life just looks a lot different now, obviously, than it did even a year ago. I'm just so grateful for this phase of life and the phase of life we're entering, but I realized that no, I'm not shutting the door on pursuing a corporate career in the future, but just just definitely not now. And like the whole stay-at-home mom thing is such a foreign concept to me because I grew up with two working parents. They worked full-time. That's what I'm used to. That's in my head, like that's what you do. But to be able to like stay home with your kids truly would be such a blessing. I don't know. I've just been thinking a lot about it lately and a lot about what these next few years are going to look like, not just personally, but also career-wise for me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of one big question mark, but that's kind of okay. Just because how the heck can I plan for something I've never experienced? I don't know what it's going to be like at all. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer or like this is the better way. I think everyone's lives and circumstances are so different, and also you can change your mind. I mean, I have had so many friends who their parents were in the workforce for so many years and then they became a stay-at-home mom, or vice versa. I've had a lot of friends who were stay-at-home moms when their kids were little and then actually decided to go back into the workforce. I have been contouring my... Oh, this is not... I literally just tried to contour my nose in the middle of my nose. How do we wipe this off? Okay. But I have been dabbling in some contour to give my nose a little more definition. They say the pregnancy nose gets ya. Oh my gosh, I'm cracking up because I just opened up my laptop. I was just talking about how Rachel's my last friend in the TV news industry, and I'm seeing her post saying she's leaving her current job, but she could be going to another job in the TV news industry, or she could not. I do not know. I will get to the bottom of this. She comes over in a couple of hours, but I'm going to end the vlog here and get some work done on my laptop with my good old trusty pal. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.